I'm sorry.
Y'all are so crazy for this one, I'm not gonna lie. Nobody wants to see it. Who wants to see penguins get it on like this? Like, chill, okay? Mambo Happy Feet is such a amazingly stupid and fun movie. The best way to kind of explain this is like you're watching a penguin documentary, but like some random guy just came in and said, what if these penguins sung and they danced? And that was the whole movie. It really sounds like it shouldn't work, but it absolutely does. I can't even lie. Like, this movie is just so stupid fun, I can't look away from it, and that's such a good sign. I found myself constantly smiling, constantly laughing at this movie in some of the most dumbest and stupidest ways, and honestly, just kudos to it, man. Now, to talk on the animation, they're going for a more realistic sort of style with the CGI, and like, it's not necessarily the great. Don't get me wrong, the animation is absolutely beautiful, but like the character designs take a big massive hit, as a lot of these penguins look the same, and a lot of these characters, like, they don't really stand out. They're not really creative in any sense. The art direction in this was way too realistic, and like, I get where they were going with this, I absolutely do, but like, it's just not too appealing for the most part. Like, it felt like it had a lot of potential to do a lot more, because the camera work in this and the animation, absolutely pristine. I cannot stress enough how much these characters move, and like, they're moving constantly. Like, the animation, holy shit, they really went off on this. It looks absolutely gorgeous, and the camera work is it's a cherry on top. Like, this blows a lot of the animated movies of the newer age, like the 2010s and like the 2020s, like, out of the water. It's so amazing. This is how you use CGI. Some of my favorite shots in this movie is when the camera is being super sporadic and just following the characters and zooming to another character. It's so fun. It's so dynamic. Like, it keeps momentum. It's beautiful. Why can't more movies do this? Like, did Happy Feet set a standard that no one really has been able to reach? And what they lack in unique character design, they definitely make up for with all these unique and expressive animations on these penguins. Like, the way they dance is absolutely exquisite. It makes you want to get up and dance. That's a good movie. That's a good sign. Going back to character designs for a moment, like, Mumble is the only character that really stands out, and it doesn't really make any sense to me. I absolutely get what they're trying to do. They're trying to make a very distinct character. Like, they're trying to showcase, oh, he's different from everybody else, but like, logically, it doesn't make sense, and it kind of fails. Like, I feel like it's a cop-out for good character design. Like, you just kind of cheaped out on that. That being said, it is extremely thankful, because Gloria, a penguin who is Mumble's love interest and is quite a big part of the movie, they sometimes blend in with the other penguins. It's kind of rough. The only way you can tell some of these penguins are who they are is the voices, or like, if they're a woman, they have very, I don't want to say sexual, but like, the way they move is very how a man would see a woman, I should say.
You guys are soft in the head, okay? Let's go.
Leave him wanting more, you know?
Yeah, hold back to the seat.
Give a chick a chance.
I ain't even gonna lie, she hit that hoe. I mean, basically, like, they have a lot of curves in some of the places you expect a woman to have curves in, and also the way they move is like they strutting that stuff like they walk in the runway. Speaking of strutting your stuff, the music in this is absolutely stunning and just magnificent. It's so beautiful, the music palette that's going on here. The score in this feels absolutely emphatic and just big. It's super dramatic, and it also ties into a lot of the music, like the covers that you hear in this this movie, excuse me. Now, don't get me wrong in any sense. The first leg of this movie is sort of like a jukebox musical, to where like there's a lot of popular songs that you definitely know, or at least you should know, and like they're covering it. Like it's not like a true musical, but unlike movies like Sing, I guess the best example I can give right here, they actually do something with it and they remix it, they change it. It's so beautiful. Like, I wish jukebox musicals, or at least nowadays jukebox musicals, you know, they would actually do something like this, like do something creative and unique with the music instead of just like, I don't know, singing over a Taylor Swift song. It's not that crazy. I find the music in this to be weirdly unique, as in like, not a lot of people like mash up songs together and try to make it flow into a sort of like almost story-like fashion. Like, this is big props. Like, whoever like made the music or like had the music direction in this, like, they were trying to go for like a musical, it feels like, because it's like a journey and I really do appreciate it.
Dance for him, Daddy.
Whoops, sorry, that's not music.
It makes me wonder how I keep from going under.
Midnight creeps so slowly into hearts so close who need more than they get. Daylight deals a bad hand to a penguin who has laid too many bets.
I'll make love to you like you want me to, and I'll hold you tight, baby, all through.
The vocal talent here is absolutely amazing as well. Like, Brittany Murphy, I love her. I think she's absolutely perfect. Now, speaking on this story is about a character named Mumble Happy Feet. And he's called Mumble Happy Feet because he taps his feet. He's a tap dancer. He is born into this world as someone who is different from all the other penguins. He does not have a heart song. He can't actually sing in general. So what he does is just tap dance all the time. And it's kind of stupid, but it is fun. It is extremely fun.
What do you make of that? A little wobbly in the knees, huh? Is he okay? I don't know.
What you doing there, boy?
I'm happy, Pa.
What you doing with your feet?
They're happy too.
I wouldn't do that around folks, son.
Why not?
Well, it just ain't Penguin, okay?
This is so stupid because he's literally just dancing, and a lot of penguins in this movie dance the same way, but like apparently it's different when it's Mumble. It's so dumb. Though he gets sort of outcasted for being different, as like all these penguins, they know how to sing, they sing very well, and that's how they meet their mates. They sing together, which sounds stupid, I know, but it's absolutely fine. It's fun, it's fire. So as he grows older, he starts to get a love interest with someone named Gloria, a girl who he grew up with, and he doesn't know how to sing, so he tries to tap dance and she doesn't really like that. And it's like a coming of age story, I guess, sort of thing, like the best way to put it, for the first leg of the movie. Yeah, the first leg of this movie is basically him trying to be accepted by majority of his herd of penguins, and the second half of this movie, it's where it gets kind of iffy.
Face it, Norma Jean, our son's all messed up.
He's not messed up, you hear me?
Believe me, I know he is.
How can you say that?
Because when he was just an egg, I dropped him.
Memphis! Mumble. Oh, my poor little Mumble.
Mom, I'm perfectly fine.
No, you're not, boy. For all our sakes, you must stop this freaking us with the feet.
It's so stupid. Oh my god. The second leg of this movie is basically him traveling to humans in order to stop them, or like communicate with them to stop them from fishing. It's a story. The two halves of this movie is definitely connected, but if I had to choose a better half, it's definitely the first half. It feels more fun, more fluid, and actually like involves us with all these characters, all these penguins. Like it feels more structured. Second half of this movie is sort of structured, but like it's very clear they didn't know how to truly connect both of the stories in order to make a very closed and like cohesive story. Towards the end of this story, there's a part to where Gloria and Mumble actually like hook up and get together, and it's shortly lived, and they try to like force Gloria out for no real reason other than like, you know, I guess Mumble wants Gloria to be safe, and it's just it's so forced. Not only that, but as soon as he returns, like Gloria already has a family with another penguin, but apparently, like, him talking about humans made Gloria just leave her family and her man in order to live with Mumble. It's kind of confusing. Also, I don't know if this was necessarily their intention, but there's like a little bit of commentary with religion, or at least a sort of like cult mentality, to where like this person is different and they're messing with the order of things. Like, things should be a certain way, and this person is definitely like changing that. Like, it's super weird. I don't know how to feel about it personally. Oh my god, speaking of commentary, they try to do like a sort of like save the fish, or like save like the penguins, or like all these animals sort of thing at the end, and it's just like it's showing the most random clips. It is so fucking funny, dude.
What? Now there's thousands of them.
Are they trying to tell us something?
So what's the problem?
Well, among other things, we are messing with their food chain.
And we have got to do something about it.
We suggest a ban on all marine harvesting.
Why should we do anything at all?
They're just a bunch of flightless birds at the bottom of the world.
Nah, this is where I draw the line. You know damn well nobody did this shit. No one was protesting for this shit. Yeah, with all this being said, this movie releasing in 2006 and like kind of setting a high standard for animation, I feel like, even though the art style isn't necessarily the greatest, it still keeps up, but like it's not appealing for me to look at. I think I'm gonna give this movie a solid 6. The animation was absolutely superb, although there was a lot of transitions that kind of sucked throughout the movie, but like I kind of glanced over it for the animation, the movement of the characters. I really did enjoy that. The music and score is alluring and sexy. Like, it's super dramatic. It's super like, it doesn't take itself too seriously. It just knows what it wants to do, and it does it very well. I really do enjoy it. The story isn't anything special, and it's kind of straightforward, which is absolutely fine for this type of movie. It was more like a playground, to where like they were going to different places and they were just like trying to have cohesion in this little box. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Anyway, how's it going, pups? It's a K9, and I work out every day. Oh, I try, but everybody's trying to bring me down. They say, I'm going crazy. They say I got a lot of... Fuck.